Hey everybody, let's do some animation stuff. Okay. Corey hurt my feelings because he said I didn't draw Lola Bunny well enough. So I did draw her on Space Jam. I did. Not a lot. Mostly worked on Monstars. Well, I worked on a lot of the basketball game. So I did a lot of the Monstars. We'll do them too. But this is a Filmation folder, and in here is the entire model sheets for the entire Space Jam. Okay, so here we go. Lots of model sheets. Here's Bugs. We'll take him out and we'll do him later. Um, and we're going to get into some serious animation. Here's Bupkis. When I first saw Space Jam, I was there on Quest for Camelot. Okay, so it was pretty funny. You can see, can you guys see me? Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's see, move over a little bit. Yeah, that's cool. So I wasn't there to work on Space Jam. I was there to work on Quest for Camelot. But they pitched Space Jam to me, and I had Bubkis. That's like a Jewish name. Jewish. Bubkis means nothing. Bubkis is Yiddish, means nothing. So I thought that was like, what are you guys doing? But I was, happy I wasn't working on Space Jam. I was working on Quest for Camelot, which at the time I thought was like a really cool movie. They worked hard to prove me wrong. So I worked on this guy a lot. Um, But then they needed to get the movie done. So now I'm in this meeting and they're like, we need to get this movie done. And I'm like, okay, well, that's easy. How many feet do we have left? And how many employees do we have? Get so many feet a week. And, 8 drawings a day. So let's see, shit on twos. So that's the foot. So I get 5 feet a week. And they said, well, you don't want to go there. And I said, why? They go, we don't know who has the work. I go, you sent it out, but you didn't write it down? They said no. So I put my phone away because I had a calculator on there. I mean, I can't do math, but I can do that. So they put us all on Space Jam. And here's Lola. Isn't she sweet? Um, so they put us all on Space Jam. So we had to sign a new contract, which was really cool because we all had put this on the floor. We had a one picture deal. And now we had a 2 picture deal. Isn't that fun? So I'm like, this is great. I'm down for this. But I was an old timer, so as an old timer, you're just happy to get work. And and we just kicked butt. We got this Space Jam done. We didn't know it was finished until it was finished. How's that? Let's see, is this working? Yeah, I guess you guys can see. You need to, yeah, let's move that over a little bit. Remember, we're in a studio. Okay, here we go. We're in my office. Okay, that works. So we really didn't know the movie was done till it was done. But the first time I saw the screening, the boards, I was in heaven. I thought, this is funny. When Daffy Duck, says, I think we're being screwed. I was just like, yeah, this is funny stuff. So then I fell in love with Space Jam. So we worked on it a lot. I worked on it a lot. So let's draw Lola and see if I can draw her better this time because Corey hurt my feelings. All right, so here she is. And she's pretty much just like Bugs, but cuter. Okay, so here we go. Let's just start breaking her down. So the same thing. I like to just do just a scribbling. We'll just do the face, and We'll do some animation stuff. I mean, I have all the model sheets. We might as well take advantage of it. So, okay, so I'm going to put one ear up here and one ear down here. I got her moved all the way over here. Basically, she's a rabbit with boobs. Go figure. But all the boys, oh my God. They used to put the fan mail up in the hallway in recruiting, and I was in there a lot, training and recruiting. I spent a lot of time in there. You know, doesn't mean I didn't get my work done, but I had to volunteer. And this one kid writes, he goes, "Okay, you guys," he's writing to Lola. Oh, so cute. Okay, so what does she have? She has a square head. Right, let's see, everything's going right. Okay, she's got a squared off head, center line, and you're using the rhythm chart that we teach at our school. We have an abbreviated rhythm chart. The rhythm chart was not invented by Riley. Your rhythm chart was pretty much invented by what? Because it's anatomy. And so if you believe in what, then you can say that. I don't believe in what, so I just see it as anatomy. So I got a square here, go like that. You can square it off if you want. And her eyes are pretty far apart, so right there. Use her hair. So you're just nice and loose. And like I say, the old animators, they would just push the pencil around. They didn't really go too crazy. You know, some of the animators are like killing it. But the old guys, you know, the ones that I was trained by, they just moved the pencil. She's got a little tiny nose, a little tiny Lola mouth, really small. So we would go like that, cross contour, little tiny, squared off teeth. And remember, with this pencil, I can do anything I want. Here, here, for the little tiny, kind of tucked under lip. So she's like this above. Okay, we're going to go from this line out. So when you're working on the movies, you know, you're not sitting there and go, I'm working on this movie. I'm so bitchin'. You're just like, give me a scene. You know, get the job done. You don't get into it until, I guess, till later. And you know what I have? Oh, look. You ready? I have, was this it? Yeah, look. I found this when I was looking for the mall sheets. This is the invitation, you see? You and a guest are cordially invited to the cast and crew screening of Space Jam. It was Tuesday, November 12th, 1996 at 7:30 p.m. in the Mann Village Theater in Westwood. There's a party immediately following at the House of Blues on Sunset Boulevard, and you RSVP. Isn't that cool? So, Space Jam screening. Please hold on to your invitation. It will be your ticket into the screening and the party. Also, please RSVP as instructed on the invitation. Even if you have previously responded, we look forward to seeing you there. And there it is. Valley parking will be available at the House of Blues. It was a good party. So, if you're interested in reserving a room at the Hyatt, $94. We just drove. Okay, so this is when you know what your movie is when you go to the screening and you kind of see, you know, they see what's going on. So I found this upstairs in the attic. See, and that was my old address. That's where I used to live. Pretty cool, huh? I had to go to Copenhagen and help ramp up the studio because we were trying to get the movie done. So I'll go teach. So I went, okay, as this comes down, it goes, this eye is going to nestle in. So the eyes nestle into the cheek. So this was very Hollywood. So what happened is we had just sold our house and we're moving to the house we're in now. And that's when they decided for me to go to Copenhagen. Look at that. We got her head way on the wrong side. So I'm standing there. My wife didn't kill me. The moving truckers are there. The house is packed. My wife gets in her car with the moving truck behind. She's going to go to the new house. And the Warner Brothers sends a limo. Very Hollywood. And I get in the limousine, and I'm on my way to the airport. And on my way to what was probably one of the greatest experiences of my life, working with the people from A Film and helping them ramp up so we can get the movie done. And I had a blast. They were so nice. And I got to experience Copenhagen. Loved it so much. We actually went back there with my daughters and my wife and went back there to show them. Just great people. Great. So she's got boobs and she has draw underneath, she has a rib cage. So I like to do this S shape as much as you can. So my wife had to set up the house with the kids and everything, and I was in Copenhagen. Pretty cool, huh? But that was a Hollywood moment because they send the Warner Brothers limousine. You're just like, so I'm like, super chill, super cool, and I'm like, who else has been in this? I'm like, this is really cool. I'm sitting there playing with the buttons. And Tommy Jones, the actor? Tommy Lee Jones is that? No, that's rock. But I love him. I think he's great. You like his movies. And so I said, what's he like? And the driver said, he's always in character. Like when he's on a movie, he stays in character. And I'm like, yeah, that's great. Okay, so here's perspective. This side's gonna be a little smaller. So Space Jam was fun. I mean, it was just total chaos, as usual. I laugh like you have the students, in school, and the teachers are extremely anal. It's like, this paper, this size, this pencil, tick, 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 so tight. Like if you put coal up their ass, you get diamonds. They're so tight. And then students get out into the industry and it's total chaos. So I tried to run my classes when I taught university as total chaos. It was insane. One of the favorite things I would do, thanks for asking, is I would stand behind one of the students and I would yell at the top of my lungs, um, Joseph to editing, Joseph to editing. And I would yell, daily start 5 minutes, all directors dailies 5 minutes. And I would just nonstop. Like, you having trouble drawing? Because that's what it's like. I mean, it's just like nonstop chaos. Okay, so she doesn't need to have her head this big. So let's bring this down. Let's give her a mask. Yeah, we got to use masks too at Warner's. We got that. And then her head will go here. Okay. And we'll put the hair in later. So now we're going to come down this way. So at our school, it's chaos. I told the parents, control chaos. I gotta get the kids ready for real life. I'm not going to have everything totally organized. And you go into some of these art schools and it's like they have this where we put our brushes and this is where we put our paint. It's crazy. Where do you ever see that in the studio? I'm going to put her eye underneath, make her sexy. Here she's looking at you guys. Okay, and then we're going to go here. We can go sexy. It's pretty well. Now remember, with the blue pencil, I can do anything I want. So here's her mask. See, we'll put the brow on top. Okay, now the hair comes down in the middle here. Okay. So this is what we're doing because Corey hurt my feelings. He goes, you don't draw Lola very well. And I cried myself to sleep for weeks. I was at a stoplight and I was crying and crying, and a police officer came and goes, "Why are you here? Why are you crying, young man?" He was a really old cop. And I said, "Corey hurt my feelings." And he said, "Why?" I said, "He didn't like my Lola." And he goes, "Oh, you're Sheldon. I saw that video. I saw that drawing. Yeah, that was terrible. Great. But you can't, yell at a police officer because then you're going to go to jail." Let's take this one and bring it down here. That'd be fine. Sorry, that overlapped. Okay. Now we look at her and we're thinking, let's see what we got going. Like this eye has this angle to it here. So we go like that. Think of the box shape. And then we're going to come up. We're going to come down here a little bit less. And now we're tying it down. Okay, distance, boom. Cross contour to find your distance. So all the stuff we teach in figure drawing we're using. I'm going to move this over a little bit. Okay, you can see this comes around this way. I want to bring it in a little bit, nice little S shape. Okay, and then this goes up. Now, when you're working on the movie, they'll have classes to teach you how to draw the character. So it's not like they're throwing you out there in the woods. And then you have your leads. That's what they do. I mean, that's their character. So when you're drawing, like you can take a drawing like this, go over to one of the leads and say, "Hey, can you do a draw over on this for me?" And they'll go, "Yeah, of course." They're really nice. They're really, really nice. And then you can go ahead and while they're drawing, they'll explain to you what to do. You don't want to do it on every drawing, but you can do that. And okay, she's got her line going this way, and this one's going that way. So I'm going to give her. She's got. She's built. I don't know why the little boys were like going crazy over Lola. Hey guys, you tell Lola this. It's super cute. So the secret to surviving in a studio: do what you're told. All I would do is I'd walk down and I would say, "Getting on it right away." She'll do this. Yeah, getting on it right away. Getting on it right away. Even now, that's because now I'm not in a studio. I'm on my own. Unlimited changes. People think I'm crazy. Okay, so here she is. Okay, that's Lola. All right, now we're going to take the red pencil and tie it down. I try to, when I'm working, if they make a lot of changes, like they change what they're asking for. So, like, if they order a cheeseburger and then they say, "Oh, but now I want a burrito." All right, we'll add some more money to it. But on that cheeseburger, I make whatever changes they want. And it's for the life of my project, too. So, some projects I'll work on, they'll sit there I'll do the initial, and then they'll sit there for a year. And then all of a sudden I get a call from the client. I'm like, "I need this now." All right, put everything aside, get it done. And I have clients who Like my favorite, like I'll turn it in. Like I'm a nocturnal, so I'm an artist. So I'll get it done maybe 1 in the morning, let's say, that draft. So I put it in the Dropbox. Then I wake up at 7, look at my, or 6:30, and hit the restroom and keep my phone next to the bed. Look at, there's already changes because the client is not nocturnal. They're morning people. So they've already gotten up, looked at the change, looked at the draft, and go, oh no, I need to change my mind. I want this. Okay. So go back to sleep because I was up late. Get up and make the phone call. Okay, let's get to work. That's what we do. So this is your wave. And you do that as much as you need till the project's done. Look at this rounder. Once the project's done, then they're happy, you know. Um, customer's always right. Okay, we got that. So we've got this. I want to smooth it out more. I want to go around, nice. So she's got this kind of a whoop-de-doop that goes into the nose. And then this is going to come out this way. You want to kind of cut it into that side of the head, really kind of carve it. So hopefully this is better and Corey won't hurt my feelings. Corey hurt my feelings. Corey made me sad. Okay, so this goes here. So I'm applying everything we teach at the school in classic drawing. There, a little more sexy. Let's bring the eyebrows down a little. Just When you draw this, you have to draw through. You have to draw around. So I'm drawing the other side of her ponytail thing. Sharpen my pencil. I just rub it on a piece of paper. Okay, so from here, the mouth goes to here, just past the nose, and then goes here. Here we go. So this goes down through here. Draw through. Okay, the teeth come from the skull, not from the upper lip. She's like this. She's got her lower lip under her, kind of like that, tucked up. So that's why this goes this way. Now this has to draw around. So this goes up around her neck and then down. If you're not drawing through, you're gonna have serious issues. You'll be doing all your scene, and you get to a certain point, it's just gonna be lost. It's gonna be mush, and that's when that's where you can get in trouble, because the person might say to you, "Why aren't you drawing through?" Oh, well, my professor, the head of the department where I went to school, told me I don't have to. That's ridiculous. So here, this has to draw around. If you're not drawing through, you're dead. So this arm here, this also draws through. So this goes around like that. Pretend that your character is made of glass. And the arm goes inside. And this line overlaps this line. And that'll bring the arm back. Draw through. There we go. So she has, it's interesting how they did that. She's going like that. I don't like it because this is going out like that. This got to go like this. So we'll do it, but see, I had problems with the model sheets because they were cleaned up, but they weren't really thought out. Some of them were. So here, if we follow this line, I mean, it stops with this, but we've really got to get that structure in there. So I'm going to come around, and then I'm going to go into that concave. So when you get your drawing from the animator or the character designer, who's ever doing it, your job is to redraw it and put in massive structure. Okay, so here's our pants. And it's straight, drawing through, coming around. See that? The closer you get to the finish, the more you have to be careful. Like this line's going that way, and it can't. It's got to go through like that. Now back here, she has her little puffy tail. So if this is front line, box shape, butt cheek is there. So then I'm going to come around this way. So I don't think you would see that, but you go well. But again, I'm drawing the butt on the other side. And this is a wave. So you're going to see that much, but you got to you have to be looking at the whole tail because it's turning. It's animation, you guys. Okay, so now I've got where this connects to the head because it's going behind her ponytail thing. So we go here. So you got to draw where it connects to her head. So it's been a while since I've worked on a feature, but I practice every day. So if opportunity comes up, I'm ready to go. I'm in shape. And then within that, I would then sit down with the leads and say, okay, show me, teach me. And there's Lola. Okay. Hi, Lola. Let's move her over a little bit. This way. Oh, she has. No, she doesn't have any listeners. Now, from here, I would have a choice of what I want to do. I could either put a piece of paper on top and go right to the black line, do the final cleanup, or I could go to a blue line again, really tighten it up, and put the black line on top of that. Depends for me on the schedule. Probably on this one, I would just put a black paper, piece of paper on top, just go right to the finished cleanup. Hyper structure, like really thinking about where things are, you know, really think of it as it's made out of glass. You're really focusing, and then focusing on thick and thin, just beautiful line quality. That's probably what I would do because I don't need that blue line, and that's it. And then that cleanup's done. Go to the next one. Breakdowns, same. I used to play a game where I would see how far I could go direct to black. Now remember that black line's going on the screen. How far can I go just right to black? And that saved me a ton of time, usually on the in-between. But I get in there. A lot of flipping. And got a ton of work done. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do more Space Jam stuff, but we're going to do a lot of other stuff too. Okay. So let's see if Corey's happier with this. What do you say, Corey? Are you happy now? Are you happy? Are you happy? My life is Corey. My whole life evolves around Corey. Corey, 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 Corey. It's just Corey. Okay. But without Corey, we're nothing. Okay, you guys. Give everybody my love. I'll talk to you later.